is we're making ndolé. We call this in Cameroon ndolé. So we got the veggies right here, and normally in Cameroon we do it with fresh veggies, but this particular veggie one comes from Cameroon.
Ah.
Yes, so the only way to have it in China is to have it dried from Cameroon and shipped to China.
Ah.
So we are having the dried version in here.
Wow.
This is what we have right here.
Wow.
And in this bowl we have our granite paste. This is peanut paste.
Okay.
Already blended. We had to do everything before you got here, so we don't have much time on the video or waste time. This as well as the peanut paste. And right here we got some shrimps. Yeah, so what we're doing today, I'll call these shrimp and beef ndolé. So we got beef, we got our beef already in here. And we have some chopped onions. We have this is a blend of garlic, ginger, onion, and celery right in here. Yeah, so in here we got our oil, that's vegetable oil right in there. So we start by heating up the oil to make it warm. And once we're done, we're gonna add a little bit of onions into it, to get the aroma out of the onions.
Fantastic.
And now you're all sitting there might be wondering, what's this? Oh, this is ash gout. We call this ash gout. You said what's the Chinese name?
In Chinese, it's donggua.
Donggua. Wow, I'm hearing that for the first time.
Winter squash is the
Winter squash.
Is the translation.
Yeah,
they can get this big and this long.
Yeah, I saw the longer one when I was buying, but I always prefer this shorter one because it's highly pranic. Now, a lot of y'all will be wondering, what's pranic? Pranic is a word, a Sanskrit word that stems from the word prana. It means the vital force of life.
Oh, wow.
You know, we have positive pranic food, we have negative pranic food, and we have zero pranic food. Positive pranic food, the top on the list of positive pranic food, we have this on it. This ash gout is pretty much healthy. It gives you that vital essence of life, and you're always energetic and all of that. So for you to have a balanced diet is for you to find a balance between positive pranic food, the negative pranic food, and zero pranic food. Positive pranic food, they get to add into your system, like they get to add energy and other things into your system, while the negative pranic food, they take away from your system, and the zero pranic food, they are just neutral. They neither add nor they take away. So for you to live a healthy life, you need to find a balance between these.
All right.
So now we're just gonna add a little bit of this.
Now, how much onion are you putting into your frying pan, or what should I call this?
This is actually a bulk of onions.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna take like quantity to give us the aroma.
Perfect. Is there a specific reason as to why you pick the purple onion over the usual white one that a lot of people commonly use in their everyday life?
The white, I actually bought the white onions and the purple onions.
Yeah.
So right in here, this is a blend of the white onions and garlic, ginger, and onion.
Yeah.
This one right here to give some sort of color.
Perfect.
To the end product, like our dish. We need that.
Fantastic.
What's happening now? You can begin to get the aroma.
That's nice.
Onion.
Yeah.
So right now I'm going to pour this right into the oil.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, please, one more time. Do you want to tell the viewers back at home, what is it that you just poured into your pan?
Yeah, the first thing I added into the pot, I added a handful of onions into it.
Yeah.
And right now, what we had in this bowl, we had a blend of onions, garlic, ginger, and pepper, and some green spices. We just put everything in there.
Wow.
And I'm gonna increase the heat,
Okay.
the temperature a little bit.
Right. To what level are we increasing the temperature to?
Now I'm taking it somewhere 70 degrees.
Sounds great. Sounds great. Wow.
Did you add any water to this, or it was all just the natural juice?
Great question.
That's a good question. No water, it was all natural. Like I just did a blend of it.
Right.
Like I got the juice out of it, then pour it back into the blend. That's all.
So it's a young ginger or the older ginger?
The young ginger, the young ginger, very fresh. You know, here in China, you can always find the young ginger, which when you put in the blender, it's pretty much easier to blend. Like, unlike the older ones,
Much tougher.
Yeah, that's
the
right.
older ones, the older one is much tougher to blend. So I'm gonna stir this a little bit and make sure we get in there.
The smell is amazing. I can't wait to try your food. I can't wait to have the final product just smell within my mouth. I'm not sure about Mr. David, but I am super excited. Mr. David, I don't know how you're feeling. I just cannot wait to try this dish. I'm a little inquisitive. I would love to know a little bit more about what we have in that pot.
Yeah, he just asked a question. Right in this bowl, we have some shrimps.
Yeah.
Like I said when I was introducing the ingredients, we are actually doing ndolé. This ndolé, the title of this video will be like ndolé, shrimps and beef. So that will be the title of it. In the kitchen, we got what we call back at home bobolo. Bobolo is actually a wrap made from cassava stems.
Could you kindly say that again, please?
Like we call it bobolo, like B-O-L-O, no B-O-B-O-L-O, bobolo. Bobolo, yeah. It's a wrap made from cassava tubers, like cassava roots. Yeah, we dig it, we get the roots fermented, and we have to put them like in a leaf. Then we boil and cook them, get them ready. You can actually save, like I have some in the fridge. So when all of this is ready, we're gonna get that heated up, and that's what we'll be eating this with. It's pretty delicious, and you're all gonna enjoy every bit of it today. So we got our shrimps right here, and in this bowl we got our beef and the beef stock, and right here we got our bitter herbs, but in Cameroon we locally call it bitter leaf. So this is bitter herbs. This is the same herb Daniel in the Bible was eating when Nebuchadnezzar imposed on on the children of Israel, like, you can eat from my the delicacies. No, Daniel was like, oh, I will only go with the bitter herbs. And he, at the end of the day, he was the wisest. And so this is actually a highly tonic food as well. Combine with this and all of this, will get a balance. You know.
Wow, sounds great. Now, one more time, going back to Mr. David. Sir,
Okay.
I would like to know again, was there a disparity between of taste and the African dishes that you had, or I should taste or flavor whatsoever? Was there a huge disparity between
Say East and West or
yes,
something
sir.
like that?
Yes, sir.
Maybe difference is a better word, because disparity almost has a negative connotation. But everything I've had was always wonderful. There's one dish I didn't like. I don't remember the name of it. It's some kind of a fermented corn soup from East Africa. But other than that, everything I've had was always wonderful.
Oh wow.
Fried bread or chapati or drinks, different drinks.
Chapati, is it the same like ugali or crab or sanza?
Maybe, yeah, you've already gone over my head. But there's so many wonderful things that eat. Plantains,
Plantains.
maybe fried plantains.
That's a staple food for Cameroon and other West African countries.
Right.
Plantains very much common. So right now, we're gonna add our peanut paste, granite paste right in there. This is a peanut.
And how do you make that one? Do you boil?
I boil. I have to boil the granite first. I boil the granite, peanut, then I blended it to get this paste.
So just water and peanut blended.
Water, a little bit of water, and the peanut.
Uh-oh. This is gonna be really good.
It's gonna be real good. Yes, sir.
Chef Dawei on this one. And we got an invite already to showcase African delicacies come the Qingdao Fashion Festival on the 27th, 29th to the 30th of August. We got our granite paste boiled for a while, so we're gonna put our beef in it, so they can blend and have a harmonious taste, and it has to look kind of uniform as well. So we're gonna just put our beef and a little bit of the beef stock in it. So this is what I'm gonna do right now.
Wow. Show the camera.
Yeah.
Make sure they get a shot of that.
Yeah, so we got the beef and the beef stock right in here.
Nice.
I don't want to put all of the beef stock in it, so I'm
Do you have carrots in there too?
No. This is coming like oil stuff from the beef.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of red. Yeah, so we're just gonna put our beef in there.
So for the viewers back at home, what was your budget on this product that you're making for us?
Well, back at home, this will be pretty less expensive.
Okay.
Because you can just walk behind every compound. You can find these veggies and stuff. But I think the budget was somewhere around 300.
300.
Yeah, 400.
Right.
Because putting the bobolo and everything, I was just considering the beef, shrimps,
Renminbi.
Renminbi, not dollars.
Wow.
That would be about 60 US dollars, more or less.
Approximately $60 US. Yeah. Wow.
If we have American viewers out there.
We certainly do.
Yeah.
We certainly do. We have some viewers from the US, and we're glad to have you guys. Thank you so much for always being with us, for standing with us. We love you guys, and we're so honored to have you guys always with us.
Okay, I'm just gonna put a bit of it. I don't put all of this in it, so I think that's enough. Then we're good to stir.
Now, how long are we gonna be cooking for?
Everything is already ready. It's just to harmonize the taste, so they can be a uniform kind of mixture.
Sounds great.
So 15 minutes will be good to go. The only thing now that needs a little bit of cooking will be the veggie, because the groundnut, the peanut, we already boiled it before we did the blending. And for the meat, we already steam it, so it's kind of ready.
Oh, Chef, there's more peanut there. Are we going to use that later?
No, that's not peanut. That's pepper.
The pepper and
garlic,
and
ginger. We need the raw flavor in it, like kind of. I put this first one, I fried it. So this one is gonna come like at the end of it. So
I see. So it's layering.
So we can get that flavor.
Wow.
So you see the color is
it's more light.
So right now I think it's time for us to add our veggies.
The vegetable.
It's time for us to get.
How to say this one again?
Bitter herbs.
Bitter herbs.
Let's just say bitter herb. We call it in Cameroon bitter leaf.
Bitter leaf.
So add this.
For those who have no way of getting this, is there something that could be substituted?
Great question.
Great question. It's always good to use the bitter herb. You can always get it around China. But this one is, I made sure it's not too bitter. For my guest's sake, I do not want it to be so bitter.
You're trying to have a good first impression.
He's toning it down for our sake.
Now, Mr. David, are we gonna have a little feel or a taste, a touch of something that you could make for us, be it American or an African dish that maybe your African friend might have taught you, or anything?
You know, they didn't really teach me anything, my African friends, but they did feed me very well.
You didn't have an opportunity like this to see how it's done.
Sure, but not like this. No, But I could do something Chinese, maybe Thai, certainly American. One thing I did you saw in my WeChat moments.
I did.
the green stuffed with the red and the what do we call that? It's made from avocado.
Right.
And onions and tomatoes.
Right.
That is for dipping chips in, corn chips. What do we call that?
I'm blank.
I got all these Chinese words in my head. I can't think my own language.
So I think it's
that's
time
good
for us,
stuff.
it's
Right,
time for
yeah.
us to add the onions right now because you can see
Ah.
the water is getting dry and the oil is like above boiling point. A little bit the skimmer level.
Right.
So we just added our onions right in there. We got the onions right in there.
Right.
So
Now, the shrimp. The shrimp is making its way into our pot.
we just have the shrimp like up.
Yeah. On the next episode, we might just have Mr. David with us cooking something, a delicacy for us that will be straight from the heart of the United States. So you want to stay tuned, be ready, be excited for the next one. Thank you so much. We love you guys. Till we meet again. Bye.
Bye bye.
Here we go. Mr. Dave, once again, thank you so much for being a part of us today. Now, we'd love to have a little feedback from you on the food that you just had. I believe you just had the cassava, and how was that?
Cassava was chewy. For those of you who don't know cassava, I would say it's similar to sticky rice, but maybe a little bit harder. It's a starch, a heavy starch. It's very nice, and so instead of eating potato or rice, you have cassava. And it doesn't bring a lot of flavor of its own, but it does add that chewy, interesting consistency to go with this heavy sauce.
Right. So what about the side dish that you had with the beef
Well, you
and the
can
shrimp
see
in it?
it. I think Mark just showed you it's gone. Which I think all by itself, this was piled high 2 or 3 times. The
Right.
chef kept, a very polite host kept saying, have more, have more.
Great
And
man.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's spicy. I didn't remember him saying there was hot pepper there, but there was. And it wasn't too spicy for me. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And it was slightly bitter.
Yeah.
And the greens, add a kind of consistency to almost like they're almost tough, but they're not too tough.
Right,
You
right,
would think
yeah.
if you're putting a leaf in there, it's going to boil away and just be mush, but it didn't do that.
Right.
It didn't boil away to mush.
Yeah.
It still has some consistency to it, but it's not hard. It's not hard to chew on. It's quite all right. What did I not talk about? The beef.
Yeah.
The beef and the sauce together, married very well together, I think, is delicious.
Yeah.
So if you can follow up on this and figure out how Chef made this, I would suggest you want to try it at home.
Yeah.
I look forward to having it again.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how much you gonna rate this?
Well, as far as did I enjoy it,
Yeah.
I would say it's a 10.
Wow.
As far as how does it compare to other versions of this, I have no way to knowing.
Yeah.
But Chef and I were saying about he was telling me it's usually more bitter, but he toned it down for my sake. So I said, next time, hit me hard.
Next time I'm gonna hit you hard.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Now, we have here Mr. Ken. Sir, thank you so much for being for joining us today. I'd love to have a little feedback from you too.
Yeah, for the cassava, I always thought that it would taste more like sweet potatoes, but the taste is actually different. It's not sweet. I really don't know how to explain the taste. Can I say it's tasteless?
Maybe it doesn't have a lot of flavor of its own.
Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah.
Right.
I would urge you to try it.
Right.
Yeah.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how much you gonna rate?
I'll give it a 9.5.
9.5. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, fantastic. We're having positive review. And on my right, I have Miss Rupa.
Hello, ma'am.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good.
Fantastic. Now, what did you think about this wonderful dish that we just had?
I must say this is my first time trying cassava.
Right.
Like, we usually we don't have cassava. Do we have cassava in Zimbabwe? I don't think we have. So this was my first time eating cassava, and I must say it wasn't that bad. I loved it.
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad. It was my first time. You know how it is when you're studying
Something new.
Exactly. It wasn't that bad. It tastes like pop, because pop doesn't have a taste as well, right? It's tasteless, so it's more like pop. I really loved the meal. As for the meat, I don't want to lie, I loved it. The vegetables, everything. I love everything. So I'll give it a 9.7.
Fantastic. Wow. And then, folks, here we have the man of the moment, the chef himself.
Dawei.
Chef Dawei. The man that turns water.
It was really up there. Everything is down, so we don't have much to say. They say the taste of the pudding lies in the eating. So we've seen everything, and it's good. It's my pleasure always having people around me to share with. For sharing is caring.
Right.